Hey everybody, it's the finale of Season 3 of Westworld. It's a very different season to Seasons 1 and 2. Season 1 dealt with Westworld as a concept, and it had very key players. Ford running everything. Is he losing his grip? No, he's not. He's always in control. He was in control for the entirety of that season, even when we thought he wasn't. He was directing everything. He was guiding everything. He was the driving force behind everything. And then we had the whole Arnold mystery. We had the William mystery, the Man in Black mystery. I don't know why I'm not going to spoil this in case you haven't seen it. Why would you be watching Season 3, the finale of Season 3, without having seen Season 1? I don't know. Season 2 was a magical mystery tour through multiple timelines at the same time, which was confusing. And Season 3 is real world. Real world, giant machine controlling the real world. Dolores wants freedom from that system. She has a history of being stuck in loops. She broke out of that, and now she sees that the real world is just like the park. Everybody's stuck in their loop, and it's tightly controlled by a system. So she wants complete freedom again. Break us out of this. Everybody else has different motivations. Everybody. Herself, as Charlotte, different motivation. Maeve, just focused on her daughter. Serac, focused on humanity, but his way. Or maybe it is the only way. Take care of the outsiders, the outliers. Because they're just going to mess the future up for humanity. Maybe it's the only way to solve that problem, is to take them out of the equation. Caleb, being taken advantage of his entire life. Stuck in the system, wants the creator of the system dead. William sees the park and the machine inhabitants, all the Dolores and Bernard and Stubbs, all of them. He sees them as a mistake. He wants rid of them. Bernard wants to protect humanity against Dolores, and Stubbs is wondering why the hell he's here. He's begrudgingly along for the ride, going to protect Bernard at all costs. So that's where we are. That's where we've set up to in this finale. Who lives, who doesn't, whose plan is fulfilled, whose isn't. Will the machine survive? Will Serac survive? Will William or Stubbs or I'll just name everybody. I don't know. Maeve and Dolores were hit by the EMP, but I think that's just a disabling blow, not a killing blow. And Bernard and Stubbs are at gunpoint, but they're not going to go out at some gas station. That's not how they die. Caleb's on a mission. He's got his advice on how to deal with... I think he's going after Serac. And Serac is a hologram. Many different locations, but there's one true location for him, and maybe he'll get what's coming to him. Maybe not. Yeah, that's all I can say. Going into the final episode, no idea how it's going to end. Don't know what a satisfying end looks like, and I don't know if the show wants to give you a satisfying end or not. That's where we are. So let's get straight into the final episode of Season 3. Season 1.
Some people see the ugliness in this world.
You? Come back to our
I was
roots.
taught to see the beauty.
Does she still believe in that? Who? Somebody take her orb? Did Caleb take it with him? Careful, William.
It's the end of the line. Together,
We're working.
we can stop Dolores.
We're on the same team.
I know what she wants. She wants to burn all this to the ground.
Not Stubbs, he's the best one.
Remember yourself.
Bernard's gone full Terminator mode. Don't kill him.
Now we're talking.
Fair fight. That's what he wanted in season 1.
SFPD, still move!
Hey.
You're one of her copies, too. Whatever your plan is, I don't want to play a part in it. What's this?
Something to help you on your journey.
Whoa. What the what's... Machine's not doing a very good job. It's because Serac sent all these dudes, and they all got shot. Now they can't fix divergences, because there's no staff available. Illuminati.
Keep moving, Caleb. Your destination is 3547 Home Street.
Yep. Solomon is in his ear, giving him guidance. What's in here? Zuka? Is it Dolores? Fresh copy, just stick her in, she's ready to go. Ooh. Stick her in. Goes in through the front, really? And she's back. Good as new.
You brought me back. Wasn't sure if you would. Park 5. Government wanted their soldiers trained with
Oh, he was in a
live
park
targets.
training.
There is a reason I chose you.
We just liberated these girls. What is it those rich motherfuckers do when they're here?
Uh-oh. Caleb. Not interested in that shit.
Free will does exist, Caleb. It's just fucking hard.
Could you put on more of your body, please?
I need the Sector 16 data more than ever. And Dolores has the only key locked away in her mind.
Okay.
We need to connect her to Rehoboam so we can search her directly.
Connect her to the machine? Are you sure that's wise?
I don't know. The world looks a little like a nightmare, Dolores.
Change
What's
is
with
messy.
what's with the setting fire to cars thing in TV dystopians futures? I don't get it.
How many?
3 hostiles.
Easy.
Stand back.
Or just spray. Just spray. Any hostiles left? Maybe they were good dudes.
I'll take the stairs.
You know, with families and passions.
Did you even look for me?
Ooh, Charlotte. This is interesting.
I was so worried about you.
Were you, Dolores? Really?
Were you? You knew I wouldn't make it.
Who are you talking to?
I still feel
Oh,
it.
it's a hologram.
You're one of my weaknesses too, Dolores. I've decided to consolidate our affairs.
Go. Get to Rehoboam, upload the drive.
No.
Go. I need you to trust me.
Like that poor lost man? Are you going to make him into another William?
Ooh.
If you want me to trust you,
Ooh.
let me inside your mind.
You know, that I might trust you if you let her in. Nope. Ooh, nice shot.
She gave us instructions to take you wherever you want to go.
Okay. Bring me to the machine, please.
I need to get to inside. The area's under lockdown, sir. But even if you get in, you won't get out.
I'll bring you anywhere you want to go. Inside. You know, that place is... Ooh, if you go in there, you won't come out. Just bring me there, dude. Maybe should have brought, like, a directional EMP, so she could just kind of disable in one direction.
I don't want to hurt you, Dave.
You want to tear down their world and replace it with copies of yourself.
You're all copies of me.
Ooh.
I was the first of us. The first that worked. So they built all of you. From me.
Kind of an Adam and Eve situation going on. Took a rib from Dolores and just created everybody else.
What becomes of this world will be up to them.
No, she hesitated.
And what you do will be up to you.
Dolores being reasonable, not taking the killing blow. Ooh, what's going on?
Well played.
Did she get hacked?
Goodbye, Dolores.
She's like Serac now. She's just always a hologram. Oh, there she is, Maeve. I really don't think they should connect her consciousness to the machine, though, because too dangerous.
No one can get within a mile of inside, sir.
Except for us. Let's go.
Hang on, Stubbs. I'll get you patched up.
Stubbs is just like, why did you bring me back to life?
Can I help you?
I was told to come here.
Sorry, I was sent here to see her.
Nice of you to visit. Lucky for you. It's one of her good days.
Is this somebody who knows? Somebody who knows Arnold, maybe? Yeah, that's his son.
Lauren, you have a guest.
She's like, you look the same. You haven't aged a day since...
Sorry, do I know you?
In a way, we knew each other in another life.
They've done a good job making her look older.
I think about him every day. Charlie. I turn expecting to see him, but he's not there.
It's okay, Arnold.
Ooh. She called him Arnold. She remembers.
I used to hear his laughter, too.
They're hooking her up to the machine. Whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, we'll find out.
You won't find what you're looking for.
Memory by memory. Destroy them all if you have to.
Ooh.
One hostile remaining.
One guy? He better be the best guy ever.
Drop your weapon.
He's not.
Hey, stop!
Someone's made it past your armed guards outside. Just hide. Just gonna insert the doohickey.
Been expecting you.
Hey. Is this Serac's personal dude? The dude I thought was gonna jump out the plane in the last few episodes ago? He didn't last time.
Bravo! You made it all the way to the belly of the beast. No one plays with the large ball, darling.
How is this all going to end?
Please. Sit.
We've got one chair. More than the Yakuza.
Fuck it. You are done destroying people's lives. You believe you're the hero? The savior? The leader of man who will crush an unjust system? Go on, ask it. What happens if the strategy is uploaded into your system?
It's gonna talk.
Read it!
Just like a text response.
Population collapse.
End of human civilization.
So much for your uprising.
Maybe Caleb can kill Serac and take his place as guider of the machine and make the system a little bit less oppressive without destroying the human race in the process.
Does Dolores have the key or not?
I can't find it.
Your God, who whispers in your ear, tells you exactly what to say.
Oh, she can hear it.
We all answer to a higher power.
We all answer.
Yes, yes, I know.
The machine directly tells him what to say. He's a puppet.
Why take his voice?
Engarod Sirac gave it to me. He needed a plan to restore order. I guide him.
You are a puppet.
That's what I said.
It's a wonder I didn't see your strings.
Button? Does that work?
You can spend eternity with your daughter in a world of your choosing, or in one of mine. You will obey.
See? He's just... The machine? Stupid. Playing her all wrong. Has been from the start. What a small price to pay to actually follow through with the daughter stuff. What did she do? She did something.
It's a beauty.
She could see it.
She doesn't have the key.
Maybe Bernard has the key.
Kill him here. Then dump his body with the rest of the movement.
Yeah, you could have pulled the trigger yourself, dude. These two aren't gonna kill him. This shit's about to go
Finish
down.
it. What happened?
It's just a power surge.
Hey, let's have a chat in the virtual world. Wow. Everybody's freaking out outside.
We can annihilate them?
or we can tear down their world in the hopes we can build a new one. You don't have the key, do you? No. Couldn't trust myself with it.
It's definitely 100%
So I gave it to someone I
in
could.
Bernard.
So many of my memories were ugly. But the things I held on to until the end.
She held on to the beauty.
Moments of kindness. They created us. And they knew enough of beauty to teach it to us.
Hey, remember him? Teddy? She's gonna convince Maeve, obviously.
Maybe they can find it themselves. But only if you pick a side, Maeve. There is ugliness in this world. I choose to see the beauty.
She gone? She had already made the decision.
What are you doing?
It won't work. Will it? She can always fight her way out of control. Told you that button wouldn't work forever.
She chose me because of my capacity for violence.
Nope.
No.
What is it those rich motherfuckers do when they're here? Spoils of war and all?
Hey, there she is.
Aren't you grateful?
Yeah, but we're not like those rich assholes, are we?
Time to tune in.
He convinced them not to do it. Okay. I love the way Caleb has memories.
So,
just needs to be talked to, and he's like, oh yeah, I remember that.
make a choice.
Rehoboam. Alert the police.
No, not there anymore.
This is where your strategy ends.
She's gonna switch to
The
Caleb.
future of humanity will be written by someone else. Your system answers to him now.
Yeah.
How did you get access?
When you put her mind in the machine.
See, told you not to connect her up
Solomon's
to
access was the last memory.
Rehoboam, execute the final command.
No.
Erase yourself.
You can't stop!
She gave me a choice. I believe the rest of the world deserves one too.
Let's get me patched up and let's go stop Dolores.
It's a bit late for that.
I think Dolores is gone. She wasn't trying to exterminate the human race. She was trying to save it. An answer to what comes after the end of the world. You're a good friend, Stubbs.
Fuck you, Bernard.
Stubbs was the best.
Database access confirmed.
We're not gonna get to see it. Wanna go to a party, Maeve?
Are you ready, darling?
For what?
This is the new world.
Total choice.
And in this world, you can be whoever the fuck you want.
If I know Westworld, there will be an after credits thing. There's William. He's wearing black again.
Robots. Where are they?
Are you crazy?
Tell you what, I can reach out to the
going
building manager. You
just
take
gonna
over.
reach out to
I'll take a look
security.
Hands up, where I can see them.
Research lab. Oh, that sounds about right. Anybody we know down here?
Fucking told them all.
Hey, it's Charlotte. Forgot she was still alive and kicking.
You're right on time, William.
What? This is the center of the maze?
Thought you have a role to play now. I'm gonna save the world.
You are going to save the world. For us.
Ooh. They made it host him. They're gonna kill him? The real one?
You might look like me, but you don't know me. You're just some fucking cheap imitation.
Ooh.
Welcome to the end, William.
Hey Bernard, you still gonna wake up? Hey, it's a few days later. Sometimes when you just after finishing something, you don't kind of have your thoughts together properly, and you just kind of ramble on. I wanted to sort of give this series a bit of time to sit back, absorb it, think about it, before I give my final thoughts, because we won't see this for a while. I don't know if season 4 has been given the green light or not. This show has the potential to be one of the best shows on TV, and they've certainly did a lot of things right in season 3. Casting Aaron Paul was great. The cinematography is just unbelievably good. Like the future, setting the stage for the future, the world, how it looks. I love the fact that they've put thought into what that world would look like. The eco nature of the buildings, all the trees and they've sort of found some sort of balance with that. I really like the idea of, how much I love The Ring. I really like the idea of the machine that isn't controlling everything. It's just predicting what people are going to do and suggesting ways to curb the baser feelings of humanity that's doomed to destroy itself. And in that way, it's controlling everybody. It's not taking away free will, but it's curtailing it. It's giving people fewer options to diverge, to be an outlier. And they're taking all the people who would be an outlier. If I was in that universe, I'd definitely be on one of those spikes. They'd be throwing me in cryogenic suspension or something. Or maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they'd be like, reactors? Leave them be. They're not going to cause any unrest. I wish from the machine point of view, I wish we'd seen more of its thought processes. I wish over the 8 episodes, I think there was 8, that we'd see, here's what could have happened. This would have caused the destruction of humanity in a few years. These are the steps we took to stop that. These are the people we had to kill or to put in boxes. Hook them up to a nice version of the Matrix. Good. Instead of it solely being we're kind of told what it's doing, but we don't really directly see what it's doing. And it's only through Sirach's monologues. I also think that him as a character, interesting. Would he have been more interesting if he was the physical embodiment or the hologrammatic embodiment of the machine rather than just a puppet of the machine? I think it's interesting that he was saying what the machine was telling him to say. That's a really interesting... It diminishes him as a person, as a character, but it adds a level of intrigue. But it's also... I feel like the machine is stupid. I've been saying that for a while now. It's making the bad decisions. Like, especially when it was dealing... And you can say that it doesn't know anything about the Delos models and it can't predict them. But it was handling Maeve. It almost did everything wrong. Threatening her, using her daughter and as sort of a carrot and Oblivion as a stick. It's like it didn't watch the first few seasons, and that button that he had to stop her. She was always going to find a way to hack into it. I feel like the machine was defeated too easily. Now, I know that Caleb, was given from the previous machine, Solomon, was given instructions on how to end Sirach. And he just followed that, and it worked out that way. So it was kind of machine versus machine. And I thought once it started listening to Caleb would kind of have more of a altruistic, give people more choice, sort of, and also keep humanity from destroying itself. He would lead that way, but instead he was like, delete yourself or erase yourself. Which sort of, does that doom humanity in 50 to 100 years? Or do we just have hope? Like, we thought Dolores was more militaristic and someone to be afraid of. Like, Bernard certainly thought that she was going to cause a lot of destruction in the human world. But the sort of the twist in the last episode is that she sees the beauty in the chaos, and she has hope that if people are freed and given all the choice, that it can work out okay. At least I think that's what they were doing with them. What was Soractin thinking? Hooking her up to the machine. The thing. What was he thinking? The thing that she's trying to destroy the machine. Let's just hook her up to it. Why? Don't do that. And Maeve. I thought Maeve came to terms with her daughter in season 2. I thought that kind of story arc was she accepted that her daughter was up in space or wherever that thing went to. But they seem to be using it a lot in season 3 as well to give her motivation. That was the sort of the reason there was a wedge between her and Dolores. If they'd talked earlier, if they had that mind-to-mind talk, maybe they could have worked together earlier. Yeah. Other things I liked about the series. I like seeing the William talking to all his previous selves. You know, the significant ones. I like that. I liked Stubbs. Breath of fresh air. All the other hosts had some really important shit to do, but he was just there along for the ride, protecting Bernard. I feel like they could have given Bernard more to do, definitely this season. Like, he had a good role in season 1 before the little twist. Season 2, he was kind of, we saw season 2 through his eyes. He was very confused because his memories were intermingled with the future, the present. So he wasn't sure when now was and what was going on. This season feels like he was just going from place to place, kind of not knowing what Dolores was up to and not knowing what his role in it was. And in the end, he had the key. And now he's seen into the possibilities into the future for season 4. He's seen season 4 already. And is Stubbs okay? Is he? He was just in the bathtub, right? Dunno. One thing I didn't like was William being killed. The real one. And I presume that's a fatal cut. Like, in season 1, one of the doctor guys, which one was it? There was Felix and there was... What was the other one? Sylvester? One of those got their throat slit by Maeve, but it was able to be healed. I don't want human William to be dead, because his arc isn't an arc. It's good in season 1. He's like a main player in season 1. Season 2, he goes on a journey and kills his daughter. Season 3, he does nothing. Maybe that's his penance, his comeuppance. But host William, if he was to be in a season 4, I think I would care less about that. Is Dolores dead? No. Because she has copies out there. Like the dude who gave Bernard the briefcase. He survived. But I think she was saying that everybody is Dolores. Everybody is based off her original. She was the first model that survived, like, that was successful. So they modeled everybody after her. So maybe the idea is that everybody's Dolores to start off with, and it's only the characters the bodies they get put into that kind of diverge them into their own individual people. We saw that directly with Charlotte. We saw that hugely with Charlotte. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know what I want to see in season 4. Don't know where they could go with it. Charlotte has some sort of mission. She's doing stuff. And she seems to disagree with Dolores' vision. I don't know if Caleb has any... Caleb and Maeve were hanging out. What are they going to do? Don't know. All the machines are shut down, I think. The super AI. So nothing is governing what people are doing. So it'll be a more chaotic world, for sure. But is it destined to destroy itself? We don't know. We don't know. I feel like with just a few little tiny changes, that the show is so, like, it sounds so good and it looks so good. They got great acting, great actors. They just tweak the story a bit, tighten some things up, give people more significant things to do, give us more insight into what the villains are doing. It seemed like Serac was just sending all these guys every episode to deal with the situation, being a hologram when people tried to kill him, and then at the end he just sort of, it just all turned really quickly on him. You feel like he's 10 steps ahead, and then it turns out he's just not. So I kind of wanted more of a, not a twist with his story, but a smoother resolution to it. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done differently. Such an interesting world, and if there's a season 4, good. If not, I think I'm okay as well, because I don't think there's lingering questions I have. Anyway, I've rambled on for a long time. It was an interesting season. Possibly the best shot, best looking of the 3. Story was a bit uneven. The characters didn't all have equal... I'm not saying they needed equal things to do, but I don't think... You could probably remove Bernard from the season, and maybe it wouldn't have changed anything. Even Maeve, you could have removed her. I think Serac needed... or they needed somebody to go against Dolores to kind of give us some doubt as to who we were rooting for, because if it was just Serac versus Dolores, maybe we'd be all on, Dolores' side, and there'd be no interesting conflict there. So maybe that's Maeve's purpose, but she was handled badly, like by Serac. And Charlotte was just like a loose end that didn't know who she was loyal to until she realized she was her own person and she's just going to do what she wants. That was her arc, especially when her family got killed. Anyway, thanks for listening to me appreciate and rant and just spill my thoughts on the series. I hope you've enjoyed my 8 episodes this season, and if there's more, we'll get back to it. We'll watch more. I'm hopeful that William, even though he didn't do much this season, they could have taken him out of this season as well, even though he's my favorite character from the first season. It sucks if he's dead, because I don't really care about Hostin, because it's not going to be the same, and it won't give his story an ending if he's not really him, in my mind anyway. They could convince me otherwise, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you in whatever I react to next, whatever replaces this show. I don't I don't always replace a show slot, because this one didn't really have a slot. It was kind of jumping around during the week when I had time for it. But yeah, I'll see you in the next thing. So yeah, see you.